Hello. Welcome back. Are you excited to go to hell with me? I hope so. I'm excited to go to hell with you. Hey, Taps. Good to see you. It's a doom night, and those are the best nights. I couldn't have said it better myself. This game is becoming something of a comfort food kind of game. Except it would be like a food that just tears you up inside. But somehow it feels so good while it's doing it. I don't understand. I don't know. And I'm still just flabbergasted. It wasn't that long ago that I literally said these words. I literally said Doom Eternal is the most disappointing game of 2020. I know. It just took me a while. But man, it's got me now. It's got me good. It's like if jalapenos were your comfort food. That's exactly it. That's extremely appropriate because I love spicy food. Like, I love it. Naturally, like, it's got to have good flavor, right? But if the flavor's outstanding, then I don't mind if it's painful. This is very much like that. All right, I made so many adjustments today, and I'm still gonna, this is part of the testing part today. Today's gonna be testing all the things that I set up today, and then tomorrow we'll be tweaking based on the test. So if things don't go according to plan, apologies in advance. Hopefully there won't be a problem. For some reason, when I was starting, YouTube kept disconnecting from OBS, and I kept having to reconnect over and over and over. And I started thinking, this is going to be a problem. And I thought, all right, this is the last one, and then I'm gonna kill, the stream, make a new one, and see if that fixes it, because sometimes that fixes it. And I didn't have to do that. So, the very last time, it must have heard me. So it stopped disconnecting. And I think we're still connected. So, it looks like it. Oh, you've been playing Mayo's Brawler X mod? Dude, I just sort of discovered some of these mods recently. I haven't installed any or tried any, but man, I'm excited. I don't know what I want to do first. Like some of the mods, one of them was what was it called? Like Ultra Speed or something. They did a whole variety of things, making stuff faster, making stuff. I mean, that's kind of like, I would love to just see if I can just make the game a little faster. Not that I need it faster, right? Not that I've perfected where we're at. But I'm just so curious, especially when it comes to like traversing the map with the meat hook and flying around and shit. I really want to get really good at it, There's something so satisfying. Not even about getting high scores, but just moving around in that world with like a high level of skill. And when I'm watching people do it online, it's like the Olympics to me. It's like how I imagine people who care about sports feel when they're watching an athlete do something amazing. I'm literally in awe of these people and some of these little like gameplay clips and stuff. It's just amazing. But today, we're gonna see what we can do in nightmare mode. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready. Oh, hey, there's some great custom master levels. Dang, I didn't know that there were custom levels. This is exciting. I'm gonna have to dig into this. All right. I do have to adjust the temperature. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna start the game in just a moment. All right. I think we're ready. Hey, Philtato. Spicy food is your vice? Oh, man. We need to talk spicy food, my friend. What is your favorite spicy food? I'm a big fan of all the classics, really. You know, like, Asian food, like every kind, essentially. Actually, that's not true. I don't think I'm a big fan of Vietnamese food, but only because I'm not a big fan of the Vietnamese food that I've had. So that's more of a, I don't know, food that I've had type of thing. Jamaican jerk chicken. Oh, dude, I went to a Cajun place one time. I don't know if that's the same as Jamaican, but they had a spicy jerk chicken thing. It was unbelievable, and it was very, very spicy, very hot. I love Indian food. There's some really killer spicy Indian food out there, man. Oh. And I haven't had Indian food in so long. I love Thai food too. Like a week ago, I just had a craving for this soup. I can't remember what it's called. Tom something. Tom. It's Tom's soup. And apparently Tom has got great taste in soup. It's got coconut and bamboo shoots and various vegetables. It's got a lot of spice too. Oh man. Now I'm getting hungry. It's not time to get hungry, Raid. Whoa, hey, wake up. What are you doing? We're about to start. Yeah. You can't go to sleep right now. I know. Well, we all have to pull our weight around here, Raid. Do you like coconut? I know. A lot of people from Earth don't like coconut. I don't understand. The first time I had it, I figured it was probably like a big deal food, but apparently apparently people don't really like it very much. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I understand like coconut in candy and stuff and chocolate or cake and the way it gets stuck in your teeth. Sometimes that could be a little annoying, you know? Half the time I don't like popcorn for that same reason. All right. Here's what we're doing. Wait, where are we? Come back to me. Never imagined it in soup? Yeah. And you know, it's not like pieces of coconut either. At least not in the soup that I've had. But it was like coconut milk, you know? Like the soup is white. It's like a white soup. And it's amazing. I mean, it's sweet too, but it's like spicy. I mean, you could probably order it, of course, like not spicy, but it's supposed to be spicy. And it's good. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go from ultra violence. We're going up to nightmare. And we're just playing, like, we're not doing like a playthrough or anything. I want to explore some Steam controller things. I want to just see where I'm at with stuff. And if you guys have questions about, you know, Steam controller related stuff, let me know, because we can take our time and explain that stuff and talk about it and maybe even change things up as we go. I don't know. What do you think, Ray? No? Yeah. All right. What level are we at? I'm still, like, I'm not at the point where I know all the levels and things. What is it? I think it's called Exalta or Exaltia, something like that. It's this level. This always makes me think of Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why. All right, but what's going on here? Why is my frame rate so terrible? Why is it stuck at 60? What's going on? What has happened? That's not right. I have an idea. Let me see. I think there may be a Steam link. Damn it. Is there a Steam link connected? How do I see that? All right, let me see. Come on. There. Turn that off. All right, let's give it another shot. Did we fix it, Ray? Do you think so? No? Damn. Well, let's see. Maybe you're wrong. No, well, we don't know yet. Why is it locked at 60? I don't understand. All right, I'm sorry, but you guys, we can't play Doom Eternal at 60 FPS. I mean, we can, but we're not going to. So we're going to restart. This has happened a couple of times, and I think it might, I mean, I really don't know, but I've noticed it happening ever since I started using VSC View, the overlay thing. And well, around that same time, I also started using a Steam Link with this computer, which sometimes when the Steam Link is connected, you know, it'll cap the frame rate at 60. But if it's not connected, it shouldn't be doing that. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. We'll see. I mean, a reboot fixes everything. Always. Literally every single thing could be fixed with a reboot of one form or another, Raid. Don't you understand? I try to explain these things to you, but I don't quite have a firm grasp on them myself, so we're both learning as we go. Oh, hey, I was talking to you. Well, no, we're not going to play right now. No, I get it. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. During the downtime, play some music. No, I know. You gotta tell me this stuff when we're offline, Raid. You make me look so dumb. All right, let's try again. I'm not leaving. Don't go anywhere. I'm sure it's completely unrelated, but I did forget to turn the lights on behind me. Don't tell anybody. Okay. That's better. Oh, I feel so much better now, you guys. Exultia. That's what it's called. All right. Enough dilly-dally, okay, Raid? God damn it. It's time to start this. Here we go. That dumb dog. Oh, so here's a cool thing. All right, remember how before what we were doing? And I'm sorry for anyone that just wants to see me play the game. I'm probably going to talk too much. When I set up my triggers, right? My right trigger for soft pull fire and full pull, change weapons. Which sounds really weird, definitely not a thing that you would do in any other game. You might not even do it for this game. It's a weird thing, but it's one of those weird things that's kind of fun. What I was noticing was I would full pull and want to rapid fire, say with the assault rifle or the plasma rifle or something, and it would change my weapon because I'm full pulling, you know, like in the heat of the moment. So then I would fire off like one hip fire round from the assault rifle and then switch weapons. You probably saw me do that a million times if you were watching when we played this game earlier. Well, I think I figured out a way around it, and it's so simple. All I did was I changed the binding for swapping weapons from a regular press to a release press, which means I can now full pull that trigger as I'm doing right now, keep firing, and then when I release, it switches my weapons. But only if I release a full pull. So if I do a soft pull and release, it just stops firing the weapon just like you would expect, and it doesn't switch your weapons. So it gives you another little thing to sort of bombard your mind with when you're trying not to die. Maybe it's not the best idea in the world, but it's fun. And it feels a lot better than what we had before with the regular press. Okay. Oh, wait, did we change our difficulty? Oh, see? Oh, we have to change it again. All right, nightmare. Oh, and I did a similar thing with the grenades. So I made it so when I shift soft pull, so left grip, right trigger soft pull, it throws a grenade like normal. This is what I do in almost every game where there's a grenade or a projectile based ability that's not your primary or whatever. But then I made it so similar to the gun, a full pull will switch your grenade type. So you can just throw
a grenade. A fine piece of work.
What are you even talking about? That wasn't me. That's just the music in the game. But thanks for the compliment, though. I mean, I'll take it anyway. So it's really nice because then you could throw that ice grenade with a soft pull and carry right through to a full pull, and then it'll instantly switch to your other grenade. Then you could pull again, and it'll throw your other grenade type. Again, might be one of those things that ends up being too many levels of complexity for us to keep track of in the heat of battle. But that's what we're here to find out. If it's not too much, then it could be really nice. We'll see. Oh no, wait. We can't start this yet. I almost forgot. I almost forgot to get the overlay going. And what's the purpose in even having it if it's not even working? I mean, there's literally no purpose. So sorry again for Raid and all of his funny little sounds. Yeah, that's right, Raid. I'm apologizing for you. Oh, don't take it too seriously. It's just a joke. I know. Okay. Here we go. Let's do it! Wrong button. Where's the right button? Oh, shit. No, don't kill me right now. I'm trying to press a button. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me right now. It's not gonna do it? What the heck? I swear it was all working earlier. Now I got no buttons. All right, that's fine. Screw it. I'll use my fingers. All right, and I know I don't need to go this way, but it's just one of those things that's just fun to do. I like going this way and then going around here and then jumping and then going like that. I don't know. It's stupid. I know. You guys would laugh at me if you knew how many hours I have spent simply swinging on these just because it's so fun. And look, I know that there's a lot of secrets and stuff that I'm passing. I haven't figured all that out yet, but I kind of get caught up in the momentum and I just want to go, you know? So I really haven't done as much as exploring as I probably should have, but whoa. Oh, hey, I missed Nemo. Nemo, if you're still there, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Damn it! Get out of the spicy water. I'm telling you, it's just like one of my favorite things, man. Ah! All right, come on. Before I kill myself. That would be so embarrassing. See, I don't even know how to get to that one. I need to go exploring one of these days, but I just get too caught up in the flow, and I don't want to slow down. God damn it! This pink stuff is definitely my least favorite thing in the game. Finally. Oh, God! Oh, fuck. Oh, it's so terrible going slow. It's such a punishment.
There is a Sentinel power core nearby. You can use it to activate the mech and clear the path forward.
I don't need to look at it every time. Come on. Doomslayer. You're 3D modeling a canister thingy right now? You should show me a picture. Put a picture in the chat if you can. I want to see your 3D model of the canister. Sometimes I like just messing with these guys so that I can fly with the super shotgun. I wonder if there's some sort of like mod where you could spawn a bunch of fodder demons and you could just like they're indestructible, but they also don't do any damage, and it's basically like a traversal game using the super shotgun. That would be so much fun. All of your 3D modeling work that I've seen, Filtato, is absolutely awe-inspiring. Hey, Revolution on YouTube. Hi. Yeah, I'm using Delta Snaps, mouse Delta Snaps. It's similar to Flick Stick. It's a similar concept. Whoops. Oh, shit. What have I done? But it's a little different. So, as you can see over here, what the heck? All my buttons, man. Every button. Wait, there. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay, we fixed it. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Over here on my right touchpad, it's a mouse, right? So the top level, the surface is a mouse. Trackball mode off, no, haptics and all that stuff. I max out the sensitivity here, and then I adjust the sensitivity in game. And then in the mode shift, I mode shift to a D-pad when I click that right touchpad. And here's the D-pad. There's a mouse delta on each of these. The up and down deltas are completely maxed out. And then the left and right deltas, I think, are at like 1500. Yeah, 1500. And the idea is that the edges of my screen are kind of like, you kind of think of them like crosshairs almost. So when you're playing, you're not just thinking about who's like right in front of you and lining up your shot there. You could also think about lining up your shot with your screen edge. And then when you click to the left or to the right, your screen edge gets centered. Does that make sense? So that's how I use the left and right mouse delta snaps. And then up and down are just for 180s. And it's essentially the same thing as flick stick. But the difference is it's instant. I mean, maybe flick stick is instant. In my experience, it's not instant and it's not exact because I've only used the Steam implementation. I know the JSM, the Joyshock Mapper implementation is way better. I haven't dug into it yet. And so what I wanted to do initially was use flick stick underneath a regular touchpad. So instead of mode shifting to a D-pad with mouse deltas, I would mode shift to a flick stick so that wherever my thumb was on that radial on that touchpad, and when I would click, I would snap to that direction. That was the goal initially. Couldn't get it to work. Ended up just doing 180s snaps on the up and down, and then screen edge snaps on the left and right. Ended up falling in love with it. I have put this into every config that I use now, and it's just an absolute wonderful improvement. It's a quality of life thing. It's fun to use. I highly recommend experimenting with mouse deltas if you're using a Steam controller or you're using this configurator. Heck, even if you're using, even if you, well, I mean, I really can't say because I don't have enough experience with it, but I would love to get the insight from a person who's really familiar with flick stick to see what they would think using this and just get an idea, because since I haven't had that experience, I'm really curious as to what the difference is, but I just don't have enough time to invest into flick stick to really figure it out on my own. So I want someone else to do the homework for me, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say, maybe. Well, I don't know. But yeah, that's how I'm doing that. You've been messing around with flick stick on a Pro controller, and it's just making you appreciate the Steam controller even more. Oh man, I feel ya. Is it a perfect 90 degree and 180? No, it's not exactly 90. See, at first I thought that I would come up with like really like nice, sounding ratios. But the problem was, what I found is, and of course this is dependent on your field of view. But in my case, what was happening was whenever I would do a snap to the left or the right, if there was no visual point of reference on the screen when I moved, it would be insanely disorienting and I couldn't wrap my head around it. So at first I was just doing these like 90 degree snaps, which feels good in certain settings. But really it was when I started decreasing that amount, and it's not exactly a 45, but because again, it's dependent on the field of view and what game you're playing. But having that screen edge is enough of a visual point of reference, of a consistent visual point of reference, that when it snaps to the left, you still feel like you just quickly turned your head, as opposed to, say, closing your eyes and then turning and then opening your eyes. So yeah, that's kind of like what I've come to on that. And I try to always make that the same, in every game, regardless of the field of view or whatever. I always want to make that screen edge the reference point to center upon those snaps. And the 180 snap is always the same. And a cool thing about the snaps is when you have those baked into your controller, your config or like a template, then when you play a new game and you're making your adjustments, you can make those adjustments to your snaps rather than making your sensitivity adjustments to like how your touchpad feels or how your gyro feels. You get all that worked out in advance, like in a game like this, and then you carry this config over to different games, and then you only have to like align that snap most of the time, that 180 snap. And once you get that 180 snap right, then everything else is going to be at the expected, sensitivity level or whatever. Good question. Hey, Taps, you'll try out the config and compare it to Flickstick, though keep in mind you're a total idiot, so take things said with a huge grain of salt. Absolutely, man. Well, turns out, much like coconut and spicy food, I'm also a big fan of salt. So I'd be interested in whatever perspective you might have. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and post. I don't think I've shared this config, but I'll post this config either tonight or tomorrow morning in the TRICOM, and you guys can try it. And I'll try to post it in the YouTube description for this video as well. And if anyone wants to try the config, you can do so. Let me know what you think. Oh, that's cool looking. Hey, Renetta, how's it going? Good to see you. Cool canister, Filtato. What is it for? Is it for like a game or something? Right on, Revolution. I'll definitely put it in there in the comments or something, or the description. That's cool, Filtato. So you probably have like a huge collection of custom assets you've built, huh? That's got to be such a handy skill to have. Should we do the purple room? I forget what it's called. Your collection is actually quite small right now? Oh. All right, we're gonna do the purple room. I don't remember what this one was. Probably something super duper easy though, so, you know, no big deal. I'm sure. Also, that's a joke. Purple is a very underrated color. Oops. I love the Commander Keen skin. It kind of throws me for a loop every single time I see the legs come up or the hands. It's so funny. Man, I'm so glad these demons are stupid and they stand next to explosive barrels. What's that here? Trying out the Cyberhook config right now, and I just noticed only one of the mouse deltas actually works. Check that everything is in... yeah, it has, actually. That's a good point. All right, check this out. I have noticed that. And it's really random, and I don't know what causes it. And honestly, like, if you stop playing for a little bit and then you come back, it'll probably work again. I don't know. It's really not that inconsistent, but it does happen. Let me show you. All you got to do, though, is go back in here, and 9 times out of 10, you just got to go interruptible off, back out, go back in. Which one was it? Was it left? Yeah. And then switch interruptible back on. And that pretty much always fixes it. Sometimes just sort of like to brute force, and only because it might be faster than doing that, I'll just make a new one, you know? I'll just make a new mouse delta. You know, sometimes it's annoying if the left and right numbers aren't exact, because again, the game, you know, because those left and right deltas are going to change more than your forward and back deltas, because you're, you know, I play most games at like 103 FOV, but this one I'm playing at, well, whatever the max FOV is, I think 120. So yeah, if that happens to you, you can do this. And then another thing you can do is you can also set your snaps so that instead of it being on a regular press, you can put it on a start press. And if you're not doing any chorded presses or anything extra underneath, or in addition to that, then that could be a good solution too. And what I found is that the start presses seem to not do this thing where it doesn't work sometimes. And what I found is like it's gameplay session dependent, you know? I've turned off a game and then relaunched the game and then it's worked. It doesn't really go out on me mid-game ever. So yeah, it's a weird thing, but FYI, that's sort of the workaround for when that happens.
The betrayer's life signal is nearby. There are motion sensors and artillery everywhere.
I still haven't caught up on what the hell's going on in this game, man. I haven't watched any of the cutscenes really. It's something pretty epic, I'm sure. Oh no. I did not know that was going to fall on me. I normally don't spend that much time on it.
The extraction point has been identified. I will mark its location on your HUD.
Oh no. Oh no. Is that the end of the level? Oh, man. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What did we not do? There was another secret combat encounter, huh? Damn. Oh, all right. Well, we did it, right? That wasn't so bad. Let's continue. Let's do one more. Let's go to the next one. Let's see how that goes. Let's make our way through. Let's see. Mission select. So I beat Hell on Earth on Nightmare. Then I've done that one on Nightmare. All the rest are all on Ultraviolence. So I guess let's go Cultist Base, and then we'll go Nightmare. Yeah. Ah, get out of it. Come on, man. Jeez. Oh, yeah. I remember this place. Ah, get up there. Wait, this isn't right. Oh, shit. We forgot to put it up to Nightmare. God, see what happens, Raid, when you fall asleep? You're supposed to be reminding me of this stuff. All right. We put it on Nightmare. Let's, how do we do it again? Is there a way to, like, restart the... Oh, man, I don't think there is. All right. We got to go back to the beginning. We can't, like, change it after killing a bunch of guys and then changing... I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the hardest part of the level on Nightmare. And we just... Yeah, no, we got to do it again. All right. And we're going to change it right away. As a part of Mayo's Brawler X mod, the chainsaw is banned, and you have to rely purely on the hammer, which has been made harder to get in the mod. So seeing it here is weird. The hammer? I don't even know the hammer. I'm such a Doom Eternal baby. I'm barely eating solid food here. I don't even know. Whoa, no, I don't want to do that. No, one of the best things that ever happened was moving the weapon to the right. What is that? Oh, a codex thing. Yeah, I don't even know about the hammer. Jeez. And at this point, oh my god, like the chainsaw saves my life so many times. Being able to get away. Whoa. What? Why did it do that? Weird. Demons are fucking tricky, man. did it, right? We did change. Okay, yeah. All right.
The Hell Priest is somewhere in this facility. I cannot pinpoint his exact location at this time.
Oh, wow. The second DLC, you get a new weapon which replaces the sword.
See if you're strong enough to survive this cursed season.
I'm excited to check out the DLC. Especially now knowing that there's a hammer. I love hammers. Especially big ones.
The Slayer has arrived. All mortally challenged personnel, please be advised.
Yeah, no spoilers, because I will play the DLC. Maybe even next week. I might jump in. It's currently a bit OP in the base game, really fun to use and much better than the Crucible, but I feel like it'll be getting a nerf. Why is that funny?
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited. The more I hear about the DLC, the more excited I get. You know what's funny? I was so bad at this level. This is like one of the levels that I got to that I spent the most time on, and I think this might have even been where I was at when I stopped playing originally. And it was so challenging for me, so hard to beat this level. Oh shit. I say that and now I'm gonna die. No, I'm not gonna die. Oh fuck, maybe I will. No, I'm not gonna die, don't worry. Don't worry. Tried out the cyberhook config and the mouse deltas would take a bit to get used to. Yeah, big time. I will say, so far, it's a bit worse than Flickstick, in my opinion, in your opinion. But that might be you being way more familiar with Flickstick. It does allow for way more freedom when primarily using gyro. Yeah, I think if I was doing like an all gyro thing, I would probably make Flickstick work. Yeah, I love the touchpad though. And I used to do like 180 swipes, you know, like a full swipe for a 180, but I increased it. And it's made, like, I love the touchpad so much. I use it a lot. So in that sense, I don't think Flickstick is solving anything for me, just because I cannot think and play at the same time, unfortunately. I think anything though that you try is gonna feel worse, you know, the first time you do it. A lot of times, like if I do something weird with my config, like I'm always doing, it's sometimes it's like gonna be 10 hours of sucking, of being like objectively worse. And maybe ultimately it is worse. Fuck, I was out of ammo. But you can't tell until you know that what you've gotten past is, you know, like the growing pains of it. I end up spending so much time on configuration ideas that don't end up going anywhere because I feel like I have to give it so much time before I can actually know. But that's the Steam controller for you. Oh, this is not. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, man. Won't let me walk past them. They're just pushing me around. All right, no more talking. I can't talk. I can't talk and kill at the same time. One day. Stupid bombs, man. Those damn bombs. All right, I need to get those stupid bombs out of there. I don't need them. I don't want them. They bother me. They're not helping me. I'm killing myself with them. Whoa, where did you guys come from? Oh, come on. All right, it's getting juicy. This is what we want. Okay. Sometimes you just need to shut up, you know? Let your brain do what it needs to do. My mouth tends to get in the way a lot. Oh, what's this thing again? What am I doing? Oh, go that way? Okay.
The beast draws near to me, my brothers and sisters, but he is weak. Your hate must match his will. Only then will you be truly saved.
Shit. Stop walking into walls, Ryker. The perfect controller for you would be Steam controller with premium triggers and buttons of Xbox controller and 500 hertz gyro of the DS4/Pro controller, possibly 4 paddles in the back instead of 2. Yeah. I'm with you on all those things. And also the touchpad could be nicer. Absolutely. I'm with you, man. Big time. Especially like those having 4 total grip buttons. That's the kind of thing that I fantasize about, you know? Like, imagine what you can do with your config. Imagine. It would be amazing. It feels like so appropriate too. Like, it feels like it really needs to be. You know, like one of the things I would do is I really want to try having like jump and crouch on the same side, you know? Because I love jump on my right grip. That's a mainstay. I would love to have crouch over there too. It would just feel so right in my brain. It would feel so comfortable. Yeah, Taps. It would open up so much more, man. So many options. So much more room for activities.
Your salvation lies in his destruction. The myth of the Slayer's strength is exposed now to us. Can you see it, brothers? He has lost the resolve to continue. Eat his soul. I must survive this. Protect me in my time of need, and you will secure your place in the new world.
I love the exploding headshot thing, you know? It's so fun. I feel like the assault rifle doesn't get enough, like, appreciation by me because when I use it, it's mainly just like for the scoped, you know, like precision shot thing. In any other game, like this would be like an awesome assault rifle. It's an awesome assault rifle, but there's just so many other weapons in the game, and you're not really forced to to use it all the time. I mean, like, you are, but you aren't. You know what I mean? You're not forced to use it as like a fully auto assault rifle. It's mainly, that's mainly for like harvesting health and glory kill states and stuff. But I love it. Like whenever I play a different game that has an assault rifle after playing Doom for a while. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm supposed to move those guys over there. It's always hard. It's always hard to adjust. Going back to a different game. Dude, me too, Phil Tato. I would love to have some sort of little tactile little bump, little dot something on that right touchpad. I would really love that, especially because the snaps, they work in unison with my gyro lock. So I have an always-on gyro. Most of you know this. I have an always-on gyro that turns off when I click the right touchpad down. And what that does is it makes it so you can snap, and when you're snapping, your gyro isn't messing with how much your mouse delta is moving you. So it makes it really consistent by stacking gyro lock plus delta snap on a right touchpad click. But because of that, I make the dead zone for the snap mode shift layer a little bigger than I would, normally have it, so that I can have an area in the middle that's like a null area that doesn't fire a delta snap. And I just use that to lock my gyro. And you might notice if you're watching the Steam controller overlay on the screen, you'll see that right touchpad like glow a whole bunch. especially when I'm just moving around, you know? And that's because I'm locking the gyro with that. And if there was a little bump that I could feel on my thumb when I move my thumb right there, that would be so nice. And people have suggested a number of things to me, you know, like adhesive things and different ideas and stuff. But I haven't been fully convinced enough to want to put something sticky or something that might mess up the, you know, the surface. I mean, I don't know. I have a couple of these and I have a Steam controller that's broken. At least like the USB port is busted. So I might experiment on there with something, see how it goes. And if I like it, then maybe bring it over to another controller, but I don't know. But yeah, I would love if there was something like that. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, crap. Oh, I forgot these guys. Hey, what's up, Anwar? Good to see you, man.
Attention, all mortally challenged personnel. The Slayer is inside the facility. Please proceed with aggression.
Oh, shit. Whoa, I've not seen that one, that glory kill. Drink your milk, take your nap. How do we go in there? How do I get it? Is this the way? I don't remember. Oh well. Oh, nice. Okay. Here we go. Well, that was fairly anticlimactic, but I'll take it. Oh my god. I don't know if any of you here were here when we first played this. I spent so much time at this stupid level. Or this, not even this level, this dumb section, man. I'm such a moron. It took me so long to figure out that I needed to go down this way. Literally, like, I think we spent like 45 minutes or something absolutely just unacceptable, man. Do I go that way? Or do I go this way? I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, look it. A thing. Cool. Oh, right. This is the part where you control the dude. This really isn't like my favorite thing. But I've been meaning to try the multiplayer battle mode. I don't know. I really like the Doomslayer, and then I feel like when it switches me, you know, I'm all discombobulated. It's cool, don't get me wrong, like it's really cool, but I'm like, where's my stuff? Can I glory kill? No. See, I mean, you can't even glory kill as a demon. What's the fun in being a demon if you can't rip someone's arms off? Who's left? Who's down there? Phil, is that you? Where is he? Oh, hey. Why does no one use the analog for movement? A lot of people do. And they all tease me because I don't. And why do I not? I don't know. I never came from a gamepad background, right? So I never knew analog movement necessarily. And even most of my gamepad experience was with like retro games, most of which you don't even have an analog stick. So when I switched over to the Steam controller, I just instantly went mouse and keyboard binding. And then when I would get curious about integrating mouse with joystick bindings, every time I would try it, it would always be some game that didn't accept X input and mouse simultaneously. And because I didn't need it, because I wasn't reliant on it or had never gotten used to it, it didn't really seem like it was worth it for me to try and, work my way into accommodating it. So I never did. And then there's some games that I play now that do allow for simultaneous input, and I still don't really use it because I'm so used to not using it. And then it's one of those things where it's like, you don't do it for so long that you feel like you have all these reasons for why you don't do it. Like I've got an argument to be made about why direct, WASD is better, because it's, I can say, because it's more predictable, it's more precise. If I'm moving up and to the left, I want to know what that means. I don't want it to be, on a large touchpad, my thumb might not be at the exact 45-degree position, so then I'm going to be moving up and slightly to the left a little bit more than up. And you know what I mean? So it just seemed like, well, why not just make it precise? And I don't think anyone that uses a keyboard ever says, man, I wish I had analog movement on my keyboard. At least I've never heard that, complaint. So for me, I ended up feeling glad that I never used it because of how much I hear people complaining when they can't use it along with a mouse. So that's why I don't use it. A lot of people, though, especially in the Steam controller community, or even Sora, I think Sora will almost always use the analog, left trackpad if the option's there. And I know a lot of people that do. And let me say, I will use it in a flight sim or like in a space game, like Everspace. I use it there. And I'm open to using it if it benefits the game, right? And one of the games that I use as like an example is Horizon Zero Dawn. It's such like a cinematic game, and so much of that game when I play it is just the visuals and existing in that world and the awesome animations and just everything about it visually is so nice. So using the analog movement makes the character feel like way more, it's just a better visual experience. So I'm not opposed to using it. But for a game like this, I just feel like way more comfortable if it's WASD, mouse and keyboard bindings. I do have to use some X input bindings because this game is weird. So for jump, I use A, or else it'll give me that little pop-up screen. It'll be like, all right, the loading screen will be finished and it'll say press A to continue. There's like no keyboard button I can press that will make the damn thing continue, or mouse. I have to give it an X input binding. So I have to use A for jump, which is really weird, but he didn't burn. Whoa, wait, hold on, Phil Tato. You emulate COD Mobile while using a Steam controller? Anwar has mentioned that to me in the past. I'm really curious. If you don't mind sometime, maybe drop a link to the emulator that you use and any relevant, tips or info that you have. I would love to just experiment. That's cool. The official emulator? There's an official emulator for COD? I did not know that.
Attention, all cultist base personnel. Please destroy the Slayer. The priest must survive. I repeat, the priest must survive.
So much spaghetti, my God. Seriously, I'm getting hungry all over again. Between the platforms that fall out from under you when you stand too long and these fucking things, this game is like a brutal... It's like a ROM hack of Mario, you know, like first person. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if id made a first person Mario and it was fucking brutal? That would be so sick. Could you imagine glory killing the Goombas? Dude, imagine the glory kills with like the shells, like ripping them out of the shells. Oh my God. I want that game. All right, where are we going? What do we do? What are we doing? What are we going? What are we doing? Where is it? How do we, what are we? I'll figure it out somehow. That's where I need to go. We stand here. No, I'm just kidding. We stand, oh yeah, of course. Obviously. God, you reminded me of the noodle yesterday. The fucking love noodle. Sarcastic's noodle of love. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Ouch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, that's not the way. That's the way. Hey, things. Is this the way? No, this is not the way, is it? I don't even know what that damn thing is. I don't know what's going on. Where are we going? I mean, it's green, so that's got to be something. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's getting squashed. Oh, no, you dick. Stop it. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember. I swear it's not my first day. You got a Wii U not too long ago and fully expected the FPS games to have gyro aiming, just like Splatoon? Splatoon does it right. I've only played Splatoon on the Switch for a little bit, but I did have a Wii. And, not a Wii U, but a Wii. And it was, I think that was like the last console that I owned. And I think prior to that, it was a GameCube and then a Dreamcast, which is still like the freaking best. But on the Wii, I played one of the Rayman Raving Rabbids games, and it was like, you know, full of mini games and stuff. And they had like sections, you know, like on rails shooting sections that were like, you know, like Time Crisis and those arcade games, those light gun games. I loved it so much. I would tell my friends, like, you guys have got to come over and play this Rabbids game. It's so cool on the Wii. And, you know, I would have to give them some Tylenol for their headache from all the eye rolling. But I swear it was so fun. And I think that was probably where I don't know, maybe that's like where the bug first bit me, you know, the gyro aiming bug. Even though it's not exactly gyro aiming in the same sense, but you know what I mean. It's funny. It's funny, Nintendo, you know? Nintendo's funny like that. Oh, hey, Anwar. See you later, man. Have a good one. Wait. The DLCs add Sonic Imps? I don't even know what a Sonic Imp is. That sounds exciting. The first thing I thought of, this is really stupid. I thought I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm like, whoa, some sort of crossover? I'm sure that's not what it is, but wouldn't that be cool? Wait, you're not saying that like Sonic the Hedgehog imps, right? Like, I mean, that's insane, right? Like, that's not what you're saying. Are you? Because that would be so fucking cool. That would be so cool. Could you imagine? Sonic Demon Imps? All right, what the hell am I doing? Oh, yeah. See you later, Taps. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, shit. What a dick demon, man. I was saying goodnight to somebody. These guys have got no class. Oh yeah, the thing. You gotta do the thing and make the thing come up and then shoot the thing. I sort of remember. What's the way? Do I have to go down there and do it? Yeah, that's it.
Are you growing tired, Slayer? We will break your will yet.
Oh yeah, you gotta knock the thing down. How do I do it? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because you know what? We're gonna have to call it, my friends. Look what time it is. It's like midnight. We can't go on. I can't go on. I have to stop. As much as I would love to. Not stop. I must stop. This is a blast. I love this game so much. And I love it so much with the Steam controller. Tomorrow morning, I will put the config in the TRICOM in the Steam controller config section. You guys can try it out. And I'll put it in the description of the video so any of you watching from YouTube can come back to the video and grab that config. Check it out if you want. Let me know if you have any questions about in-game bindings. I think I did change some in-game bindings. I can't recall what. I usually try to not do that if possible, so there shouldn't be a lot of stuff in-game that needs to be adjusted. Just mouse sensitivities, probably FOV, obviously max that out, and maybe a couple of buttons here and there, but we'll see. Do I also stream on Discord/Twitch? I don't stream on Twitch. I do stream on Discord. this isn't like a streaming thing, you know, like I'm not like a YouTuber. I'm just a guy who likes synthesizers and Steam controllers. And it's a long story having to do with robots trying to kill me and being stranded from space. And it's a whole thing. And, you know, a handful of people befriended me on Discord, and we've been hanging out and having an amazing time for, I mean, shoot, a couple of years now, man. It's been good times. I have no complaints whatsoever. Highlight of my day most days, to tell you the truth. And if you're interested, I mean, by all means, you know, subscribe to the channel. I never say that kind of stuff, you know, because it's not relevant to my goals, and sometimes I feel like it could be counterproductive to my goals. But by all means, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this. It's not always Steam controller stuff, you know, just so you know. It's not always gaming stuff. Sometimes we're just hanging out. Sometimes we're playing music. I do a lot of music. I'm a space musician, you know, at heart, and so we do that stuff too. And so yeah, there's the Discord server is a private server, so it's not publicly accessible. But if you're interested, there is a Patreon, and for $5 you get access to everything, you know. But there, you don't, you know, like it's weird. I still feel weird, you know, even bringing it up. But I'm incredibly grateful for the handful of folks who have chosen to support me on Patreon. It feels weird to say, but man, you guys make my day. So yeah, we do have a Twitch. There is a Twitch, you know, channel, but I don't stream on there. There's a whole bevy of reasons why. But by all means, come back again. We do this Monday through Friday, most days, unless something weird happens. You know, there's all sorts of funny things that happen in life. You know, the unexpected things that you can't really control, like fucking up and accidentally convincing an old Native American man to give up the rights to his land. And then you need to help him out with the assistance of, you know, some riffraff youth. But hey, they're good kids. And now they could spend their entire lives living at the summer camp, thanks to the work that we did, which is nice. So thanks for hanging out, Revolution. It was good to talk to you. It's good to talk Steam controller. Osric, good to see you again, man. It was great having you in the chat. Stone imps, and they roll up in a charged ball like Sonic. Oh, that's so fucking cool, man. My imagination could have fun with that. That's rad. That's cool. I can't wait to check out that DLC. Also, we're going to be playing Viscera Fest soon, probably this week. Wait, what is today? Tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, we might be playing it tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Yeah, I think we might be playing it tomorrow. So I'm excited. And there's a new update. I can't wait to dig into it and see all this stuff. But anyway, I appreciate you all. Have a great night. And I hope to see you again sometime soon. See you guys later. I almost forgot. Where is it? A good friend of mine had an amazing suggestion. Get ready. Are you ready? Chivalry Tuesday. Isn't that great? It is so perfect. It has to happen. It has to. So, probably starting next Tuesday, because I think Chivalry 2 comes out next Tuesday. I had a heck of a good time playing the beta with Sarcastic Warlock over the weekend. Such a fun game and really, really, really fun with the Steam controller. Come by on Chivalry Tuesday, and I'll show you all the Steam controller fun stuff with that game, and it's a good time. It's a really good time. Okay, I didn't want to announce that just because I'm excited about that game. Filtato, it was good talking to you, man. Yeah, and drop that COD Mobile stuff. I'm super curious. Thanks for hanging out. Taps, thanks for hanging out, man. And thanks for the info regarding flick stick versus the snaps, man. Wernetta, have a great night, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to see you in the chat, dude. All right, everybody. Anwar, you're probably asleep. Nemo, you're probably not there anymore. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.